Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy. I am Stress Knits on Instagram, and today is the first day of spring, March 19th, 2024. I'm coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, where I live with my husband Doug, our daughter Eliza, and our pug Esther, who you can hear tiptoeing around the house and finding random things to snack on. Today I have a bit of a knitting update for you. I wouldn't say monogamous is the correct word for my knitting, but I have been very dedicated to two projects on my needles, both of which I've talked about before, but both of these projects have much more progress and are just coming together so beautifully in the ways that I imagined, and I cannot wait any longer to share them with you. I don't really share my beverages normally, but I'm drinking a grapefruit spindrift, which I love very much. And I am actually wearing a piece of knitwear. This is the mini mock neck tank by Jessie Mae Designs. I knit this in the Lamb and Kid Trio, which is a merino nylon cashmere blend. I am in love with this base. I think it's so beautiful, and it is in my absolute favorite colorway, Slug. And I wear this all the time. It might be my most worn knitted item, and it brings me so much joy. I love pairing it with this dark flannel. I wear most of my mini mock necks as a layering piece. But if you caught the photo in from my Arizona trip, or if you watched that vlog, which thank you so much if you did, I did wear my other mini mock neck tank, which is knit in Spritz, which is this beautiful kind of light corally pink orange color. I wore that with a skirt in the desert, which was just so lovely. But yes, I love this tank top. I have plans to have a couple more on the needles here pretty soon. One will be a gift for my sister that I owe her for Christmas, and the other will be for myself. So I cannot wait to share those with you. One of those my sister's will be on the needles next time we chat. And one more thing before we get into the knits, I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who pre-ordered the Spring Florals mini skein set. I'm very excited about it. It's all coming together. There's one more colorway left to dye, and I will be starting to ship those end of the week and beginning of next week. A little bit of a hiccup. We've had a cold going around the house, so just we all thought it was allergies, and we thought it was the changing of the seasons because we just went through fall spring where it was like 70 degrees outside every day, and now it is in the 20s. And so we thought that might be playing with it, but I don't know, we've just been kind of down for the past week, so put me a little bit behind schedule, but everything is coming together and will be to your doors very soon. If you did not get to do the pre-order for the Spring Florals, I should have about 10 to 15 extras, which I'm very excited about, coming to the shop in April. So with that, let's get into what I've been knitting. I actually stopped recording the last time to finish my row on the Soho Square so that I could show you it in all of its glory. I am just painstakingly close to finishing the first triangle. The Soho Square is by Jackie Rose of Jackson Rose, and it is a adaptation of the Half and Half Triangles wrap, which I am still in love with, and actually this wrap started as a half and half wrap. But she has put together this beautiful pattern that has striking geometry that I very much enjoy, and it's been really fun to put together these 4 color stories, and I'm just really enjoying this. Cannot wait to get to my next color, cannot wait to start my next Soho Square. So, like I said, I am on Triangle 1. This was a lot of my travel knitting when I was in Arizona. I mostly knit on the plains. I drove to and from Sedona when we went, so I did not have any car knitting time then, and I put a couple of rows in the car when we were traveling to other towns. But here's where I'm at. So this is the first triangle, and I love it so much. It is exactly what I wanted. Originally, this was just going to be all blue, just like a half and half wrap, and I decided to change it to a Soho Square with a little bit of encouragement from Jackie. And I've already knit a Soho Square, the scarf size, and a link. And I just love the pattern, and I think the lines are very striking. And again, I'm really enjoying the 4 color stories. So this is the most beautiful yarn for these shawls, which is Purl Soho Linen Quill. It is I'll tell you right now. It is a 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, 15% linen yarn. It is a light fingering at 439 yards per 100 grams. I would consider it a light fingering, maybe just a fingering. This is a skein that I'm talking about a little bit. This is lychee pink. Oh, I really do like this color. But the colors that I used in this wrap, the main color 1 is bird's egg blue. And then we have turmeric yellow and honey pink. And so the next side of the triangle is coming up, and it will be in baked earth, which I just love. So I cannot wait to get there. I really wanted to get there today for the first day of spring, but I will take getting there by the end of the week instead. I'm also going to weave in my ends once I finish the first triangle. I am doing wrap and turns instead of German short rows because I started this off doing a half and half triangles wrap, and I like to do wrap and turns. You can find my tutorial for the half and half triangles wrap on YouTube. I will link that below if you are curious for how to make a normal half and half wrap and not the Soho Square. But the Soho Square is quite lovely, and I highly recommend it. I've had so much fun putting this together. So there is project number 1 that I've been working on, and project number 2 might be the most exciting. So I have not been excited about a sweater like this in a while. I'm still working on my pressed flower shawl, but knowing I have to seam the shoulders, I've kind of pushed it off. And I don't love that I pushed it off, but that's just where I am. I have no desire to work on that right now. I don't have the brain space, so maybe during spring break next week, I will finish the body and seam up those shoulders and start the sleeves. I think that might be a really good goal. But first, I really want to finish the color work of my Awilda sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I love the sweater. I fell in love with it the second I saw the pictures, but I just couldn't commit to a color palette. And again, this year I'm embracing knitting with intention and focusing on colors that I love that make me feel really good. And I had sorry, Esther's licking her paws. I had a kit that I traded for the leftovers of a Friday Shrug kit, also by Jackie Rose, from the Laine Kid in the original Friday Shrug colors. And I don't know if you'll recognize them because I don't have the main colors of that shrug in here, but I'm thrilled with how this is coming together. So again, this is Awilda by Caitlin Hunter. Okay, this is such a hard project to show because I'm on 32, maybe 40-inch needles, and I'm at one of the largest parts. I have one more set of increases before the split for the sleeves. So I have a ton of stitches on the needles. This is a sport weight sweater, but I'm knitting it. It's sport to fingering weight yarn. This is Dimond Laine Elmer. Diamond Lane Elmer, which is a, let's see, I have one right here. 80% merino, 20% cashmere, 400 yards per 100 grams. This is the colorway Dial Tone, which is very similar to Slug. But this is a little bit more, this is slightly darker with more green. Slug is a little bit more yellow, but it's hard to tell the difference on the camera, but it's really easy for me, at least, to see the difference in person, but if anyone's curious. So it's really hard to kind of show what's going on because we've got a lot of stitches. I am knitting, I can't remember if I'm knitting a size 5 or a size 6 to get a size 4. Now, again, I have a tighter gauge. I'm a tight knitter. It's just how I knit. I can't help it. So I went up 2 sizes. I think I'm knitting a 6 to get a 4. And it's also a slightly thinner yarn than is called for in the pattern. But I don't even care because it's beautiful. So there's just a lot of stitches because it's a sport fingering weight pattern. Again, it's hard to show off. I love it so much. It's reminding me a lot of my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side of their basement. They lived pretty close to us, so we would go over there a lot, and I can, like, when I look at this, I can smell their basement and the crocheted pillows and the vinyl couches with the Christmas tree covered by a sheet in the corner, and original Nintendo, and the really dark wood bar, and again the vinyl bar stools that are this really scummy green, almost avocado color, and their fridge. Like, I just, like, it's bringing me back to that space that I haven't been in since they passed away, and it is just bringing me so much joy. I actually have my grandma's crochet, one of her crochet pillows, and it lives in Eliza's room because she really loves it. And it's this beautiful rust orange circle crochet pillow because my grandma was an avid crocheter, and this is just really bringing me back to Pat and Chuck's basement. Like, it's just, that's what it feels like. I don't know. I know my mom watches. Does this remind you of them? Because it kind of also reminds me of, like, their glass coffee cups that had vegetables on it. Like, I don't know, it's just this very, like, 70s color palette that's bringing me so much joy and just reminding me of them while I'm knitting on it, which just, I don't know, it's bringing me joy. So, yeah, it's nostalgic in a way that I wasn't expecting because, I don't know, these colors are, I don't know, they're just beautiful. Also, don't mind my nails. I haven't painted them because I'm going rock climbing tomorrow and they're just going to get ruined. So I'm going to paint them tomorrow night after I rock climb. But yeah, so this, again, the Awilda sweater, Caitlin Hunter. I love Caitlin Hunter's circular yoke sweaters. They fit me really well and I wear them all the time. So I cannot wait to have this done. So let me go through the colors real quick. The main color is Cookie. Again, this is all Dimond, Laine, Elmer yarn. Main color is Cookie. And then we have the gold is Harvest Gold, I think. Harvest Gold. This beautiful color is Spritz. And then Dial Tone. I don't have my basket handy. We have Dial Tone, we have this really light pink. I don't know if you can tell that there's light pink in here, but that is Pirouette, and the orange is Cinder. I think that's everything. yeah, I will also link my Ravelry project page so you can get a closer look at the sweater and the colorways and the order that I use them in case you're curious. I really did plan to kind of go with the flow of this knit, but I really loved how the colors were playing that I just went with how they were written. I cannot wait to block it. It's so pretty. And then the rest of after I finish the chart, which I think I have about 10 rows left, I finished the chart and everything else is just in this natural color called Cookie. And I'm very excited about that. I'm really enjoying the lightweight sweaters, sport fingering right now. Which leads me to upcoming knits. So I already talked that I'm going to be knitting more mini mock neck tanks. I have yarn on deck for several of these. I love them so much and I wear them often that I would just like to keep knitting them. And then I really am wanting just a classic fingering weight pullover. And I have, I'm thinking the Daily Pullover by Paula Pereira and knit in linen quill because that is what the pattern calls for and I have a ton of it upstairs. So these are the two colors that I'm thinking about. This is lychee pink and this is raw sienna. I'm weirdly leaning towards raw sienna. I don't know why. I also really love lychee pink. So I don't know where I'm gonna land or if this is even where I'm gonna go, but I think one of these two. I'm really just picturing this with like a pair of black jeans or blue jeans. It's kind of distracting with the slug underneath, but I think maybe. I don't know. So that is something that I'm pondering and will continue to kind of percolate. But I do want to finish up these whips, or at least get a little bit further before I cast anything else on. But my sister's mini mock neck tank is up next, which I will show you once that's on the needles. But I feel like I've talked about this project so often that it's probably getting a little repetitive. But everything else is, I don't think there is anything else. I actually need to get going here pretty soon. I have a parent meeting at Eliza's ABA Center. So I have to go drive there. And I also would like to upload this today. So thank you so much for spending time with me. And thank you for indulging my lack of new works in progress. I'm just really enjoying these two projects and I'm going to just let myself, I lost some stitches, hold on. I'm just gonna let myself enjoy these. And also dial tone and spritz together is everything to me right now. This is just the happiest spring. It reminds me a lot of daffodils for some reason. I don't know, I love it. But with that, I will see you soon, hopefully with some more progress on these projects and maybe even a new cast on. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.